Hey guys, Tyson's Honor here. In today's short video, I'm going to give you guys 3 tips for how you can turn more of your traffic into leads. Is there anybody out there who would like more of your website visitors to actually turn into leads? Well, if so, you're going to love this video. Before I give you the 3 tips, let me ask you, do you know what the goal of your marketing is, right? Is the goal of your marketing to generate leads, or is the goal of your marketing to make sales? A lot of you probably said, well, it's both, isn't it, Tyson? Yes, sort of, but the primary goal, right? The major goal of your marketing is to generate leads. So let me drive this point home a different way. If I said to you, I'm going to send you 100 brand new visitors to your website tomorrow, and you have 2 options for what you can do with those visitors. You can either take those 100 visitors and you could get 2 immediate sales tomorrow and get no leads, right, other than the 2 people who bought something from you, or you could have those 100 visitors generate no sales tomorrow, but you could get 40 leads. Which option would you take? Most people who are short-sighted and don't really understand the long-term strategy of business would say, oh, I need the money. Give me sales. Wrong, wrong. I have people on my email list who purchased from me weeks, months after they got on my email list, right? And so this actually brings me to my first tip, right? My first tip to you is don't send your traffic straight to a capture page or a sales pitch, right? Send your traffic to content first. Why? Because most people are on the internet. Why are people on the internet anyway? People are on the internet because they either want to be entertained or because they're looking for information. In other words, there's a whole lot more people out there who are looking for information so that they can educate themselves and make a good informed buying decision than there are people who are just ready to buy right now. So if all you're doing is going after the people who are ready to buy right now, you are losing out on so many potential future sales. If instead you send people to good content, the first thing you do is you start to build rapport. You're building your personal brand. And what happens is you get a much more quality lead than if you just sent that person to a straight up capture page, right? I see a lot of people that are just sending their traffic from Facebook over to a capture page. Which in some instances is okay, but most of the time you want your traffic to go to content first so that it provides good information, it warms them up. And guys, most people at this point are familiar enough with how the internet works and they've seen capture pages that most people will simply put in a fake email address to see what's on the other side of the capture page. When you provide good content, what happens is you get real information. You get much more high quality leads because people are like, wow, that's really good information. Yeah, I don't mind hearing from this person in the future or getting more information from them. I will give them my real information. So you end up generating much more high quality leads. If you guys want to see how I incorporate content into my business and really see a pulled back version of exactly what my business looks like, I did a free training just a few nights ago on the 3 secrets for how top earners recruit and sell effortlessly into their business. And you can grab that free training if you haven't seen it already at successwithtyson.com/top secret. Absolutely going to open your eyes to exactly how you should do your business. This is exactly how I went from 0 to 6 figures in 12 months. All right. So that's my first tip. Send people to good content. Second tip, make a congruent call to action. What do I mean by congruent? Congruent with 2 things. Number 1, make sure that it's congruent, that it relates to the content you just provided, and make sure that it's congruent to your market, to your audience that you're serving, right? And you shouldn't really have to think actively about both of those things because if you're already creating content that is congruent to your target audience, I shot a video yesterday with some tips on how to pick a good targeted audience. So if you didn't watch that or you didn't see that video, you can head back and watch yesterday's video. But if you're already serving your market with good content, then your call to action is already pretty much going to be congruent as long as you make it congruent to the content you just created. So a good example, right? Well, I just gave you a call to action, so that should be a great example. Here would be a way that I could turn pretty much any piece of content into a good call to action. I could say, hey, if you liked this video and you'd like to learn more, I'd like to share my simple 3-step process and the top 3 secrets for how I've been able to sell and recruit objection-free on complete autopilot in my business. If you'd like to see the exact blueprint for how I went from 0 to 6 figures in 12 months, go to successwithtyson.com/top secret, put in your name and email address, and I'll send you this free training immediately so that you can check it out and you can start generating more leads and sales into your own business on autopilot and selling without resistance, right? I mean, that's just an easy way for me to give a 20-second call to action. I'm telling people exactly what I want them to do. So make sure you give a good call to action. And finally, my last tip to you is have a good lead magnet visible on your website. Visible being the operative word here, guys. I can't tell you how many people I see that send people to their website and they have absolutely no way for people to put in their information. So it could be a pop-up. Like on my website, I've got a pop-up that when you navigate through the site, it's going to pop up and say, how to recruit 500 reps in 7 months, and they can register for a webinar. So like registering for a webinar or giving like a free giveaway away. Another person to look, Ray Higdon has a great lead magnet on his website. So if you go to rayhigdon.com, and he has a lead magnet visible right on his page, 29 sources to get leads now. Put in your name and email address and download 29 sources of leads. So maybe you're saying, well, what about people who are not in the network marketing or home business space? How would I do this in some other niche? Let me just show you how Ray does it on his vacation site. He has a vacation blog, and he says, free video download, my 7 secrets to traveling like a rock star without breaking the bank. Make sure you have a lead magnet visible on your site and give a call to action. Tell people what to do. Don't just assume that they're going to see it and know what they should do. All right. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is that either they don't have any lead magnet on their website that's visible, or they have an awful lead magnet. They have something like put in your name and email address to join my news list, right? Or get emails from me. I mean, that's basically what they're saying. If all your thing says is sign up for my newsletter, all you're basically saying is, hey, I'll send you email. Nobody wants that. Guys, keep in mind that when you're asking for a lead, if you're asking a prospect or a website visitor to give you their name and information, you are making a transaction. No money has been given, but you are still exchanging value for value. And actually, this is the hardest kind of value to get, because what you're asking people to give you is not just their name and their email address. You're asking them to give you their time. And that can be even harder to get from people than just getting their money, right? And so you have to provide something equally valuable in exchange. Promise to solve some sort of problem that they've got in their life. Promise to help them move closer to their passions, or something that your targeted audience wants in their life. Have a lead magnet and always make a congruent call to action. So hopefully you guys found these 3 tips helpful. I hope you guys get more leads from your traffic in your business. If you want to see the blueprint for exactly how I run my business, and you want to know the 3 top secrets that all top earners know about how to recruit and sell effortlessly, go check out my free training at successwithtyson.com/top secret. I think you're really going to love it, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.